What's going on, guys? Looking a little crazy, but we don't care. So, back with the little CRV on the way home, I noticed on my gauge that it started overheating really bad. I couldn't find where my leak was coming from. I had coolant everywhere. So this little hose right there had exploded, and it was already damaged, so it must have been leaking slowly because my heater wasn't working that well. I couldn't figure it out. So it must have been dripping slowly because I had to top off my coolant every once in a while. But today, it completely exploded, and it overheated, so I had to pull over, and I had a piece of hose in my car, and what I did is I stuck that hose inside half of this hose, put a clamp on it, and then put it back on, and I ended up making it home. So I'm gonna take it off and show you what I did. And I was able to make it to the auto parts to get me a replacement hose. But yeah, this line actually has coolant running through it. It goes this way. So it's just two clamps right there. And right there, that one right there. That hose right there. You guys see how I spliced hose inside a hose? Easy to get off. Just take this clamp, push it down, and then for this one down here, I needed a small needle nose. Just clamp it, get it down. And there was something down there that's sharp because it cut my finger pretty bad. But yeah, you get it from underneath the radiator hose. Oh, this thing is so sharp. I wonder if that's what cut my finger up real good. Right here, right on the side, you can't see it anymore. And if you're having issues with that clamp, all you gotta do is press on it and then put a screwdriver through the top here and just push it out. And that's the easiest way to get that one. And I just have water in there, so I ain't even too worried about it spilling. But this thing is sharp. This thing is super sharp. And since that one goes hooked up to your upper radiator hose, it leaks out pretty quick. So I just shove my needle nose in there. I'm gonna put my top one in first, have my clamps ready to go, and then as soon as I pull this one down here, I'm just gonna pop it back in. I ended up getting the hose was too small, a little bit too small. I thought I'd get away with it. There's no real flex on it. I tried stretching it with something. I was putting the tip of the needle nose in here to open it up a bit, but it doesn't go deep enough. I can barely get it to go in. So it was only $3. I guess I'm just gonna get a bigger one. Alright guys, so we finally got our new hose. We had a 1/4 diameter hose, and that was too small. I couldn't fit it in there, so I went back and I got one a little bit bigger. It's let's see, what is this one? There you go, 11/32, 7mm. And this one is a little bigger. It should slide right in, so I'm gonna put this on and get back on the road, and then I'll show you how I spliced my hose to get home once I remove it. Alright guys, I got it in. Put it in through the bottom first. Got my clamp ready to go. Just gonna slide that in. See right there? I'm gonna cut this one to size. Put my clamp in first, then push it on, and then just put my clamp in place, and then it should be ready. So let me cut it, and then we'll pop it on. Guys, got my hose in, got my clamp ready to just come up, go into place. I'll set the clamp in place on both sides, and then that repair is done. But look, this is how I made it home. I had this piece in my car, and what I did is I stuck it through half of the original hose. It was like swelled up so bad, but it actually fit through. Look, it still had a little crack in it, but yeah, I slid it through, put two clamps on it, and then popped it in place. And I had a 24 pack of water, and I just used that. I filled my radiator up, and that's how we got home. So you gotta do what you gotta do, guys. So that's how we made it. Good thing I had little scraps sitting around, but that's how you do it, guys. And can you believe that hose? It probably had a pin size hole or something, because as soon as I put this one in, I was getting amazing heat. And for the last, I don't know, since last year, my heat has been really bad. It's barely warms up. I had been topping off my coolant, so it must have been a tiny crack, and then eventually it just popped. So this is gonna be done. Now we gotta keep moving, and now we can worry about everything else that's going on. But the little CRV is still running. She's still running. All right, good luck with your repairs, guys. You gotta do what you gotta do. All right. I'm using my long needle nose. And then from the bottom one, I'm using my short needle nose. And a couple flatheads that I had used to pop it off. But that's what we're doing. You can see the little one fits perfect. I set it so where I could grab it and just slide it up where I need it. ready to go, guys. We're ready to go. Back in action. These clamps are a little bigger than my original ones, so what I did is I placed them over. It's got a little lip at the front of the connection. It kind of, it's a little lip, and then it kind of gets a little narrow, or kind of gets skinnier behind it. So I just placed the clamp right on that, so I won't have any issues. If I do, I'll just get all my old ones on there. But for now, this is good. I gotta check all my other hoses because that was an original hose. So that was what, 22 years old. This is an 01 CRV. So this was an original hose. They don't make them like this anymore, guys. They don't make it like that anymore. Alright, good luck. Good luck on your repairs.